Maracay. Maracay is a white-bellied sea eagle. They're our second largest raptor species in Australia, just behind the wedge-tailed eagle, which we'll meet a little bit later on. Found all across the coastlines of Australia, up to about 300 kilometres inland on the eastern coast as well, into inland rivers and streams. They're also found over to Southeast Asia and India as well, so not just limited to the Australian continent. Found a bit up north as well. He weighs in about 2.5 kilos, but females can get up to about 4 kilos or so. So that's generally the case within your raptor world. It's usually the females that are the bigger, stronger ones, and the males are a little bit smaller and daintier. In terms of their diet, they'll eat mostly fish, as you would expect from a sea eagle. They'll also take things like sea snakes. If you have a look at his scales on his feet, this gives him really good protection from a potential bite from a highly venomous sea snake. They'll also take things like fruit bats out of the air. They'll take rabbits on land. They'll take things like crabs, freshwater turtles, and all sorts. That's Jenna, our wedge-tailed eagle, who you can hear moping out the back. That's usually her yelling at wild wedge-tailed eagles, so we'll keep an eye out for one. There's rarely a day goes by where we don't have a wedge-tailed eagle flying up above us, and occasionally we have a young sea eagle that flies over as well, which is pretty cool. Unfortunately, they are an endangered species in South Australia, so they have done studies on them. They've found that they're really, really shy when it comes to people coming near their nest sites, because a lot of our coastline where they're nesting is cliffs, means they're nesting a lot lower to the ground. It means when humans are going for a walk or develop certain coastal areas, they're either at the same level or below, and that's when they get really shy with people coming nearby. So they put things in some walk closures in place in parts where they're breeding to stop people from walking those areas just during their breeding season. So it is a fair chunk of the year. It runs from about May to December. So we're coming to the end now, but that protects the active sea eagle nests in those areas, and it means they have the best chance of breeding. So yeah, if you see those closures, make sure you abide by them, because you don't want to be accidentally affecting the breeding success of an endangered species in South Australia. That's not your perch, it's too small. Yeah, I do what I want. This boy here, he had a pretty rough start to life actually. He was being illegally kept as a pet. Some people had him for about 4 years, and they had him in something not much bigger than a parrot cage for the entire 4 years. So he couldn't even spread out his wings. He didn't even have a perch to sit on. So when he came here, he kind of didn't really know how to be a bird. So that's how we ended up with him. Thankfully somebody reported him to the authorities. They found out that he was being kept and confiscated him and needed a permanent home. So now he gets a much better quality of life. Of course, he gets to come out and fly for you guys every day. And I know, I'm not touching your food, it's okay. I'm sorry. And he also gets a really nice big aviary, big pond, and yeah, all the luxuries in life, lots of stuff to play with on his off time as well. Yeah, beautiful species. Look out for them on the island as well. In terms of by South Australian standards, we've got about a third of the breeding population.